Once seen as a testament to Robyn's idea of sacred family unity, the Flagstaff home's brown brick facade was covered in lengthy shadows from the late afternoon sun. The house was now eerily quiet. The porch was overrun with weeds, and the blinds were shut. On the wooden door fluttered a fading foreclosure notice. The once perfect dream had degenerated into a representation of all the things that had gone wrong. The house was in disarray inside. The living room was strewn with boxes, half filled with dusty items and forgotten memories. Letters once full of optimism, tarnished jewelry, and mismatched socks were found in open drawers. Robyn raced frantically in circles, mascara streaming under her weary eyes and her cheeks blotchy from sobbing. The previously self-assured matriarch now seems to have lost her identity. Cody held the last eviction notice in his hand like it was a death sentence as he stood motionless in the center of the room. His golden curls were now tinged with stress and silver, and he looked haggard. He appeared to have aged 10 years in a single year. Hey, hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel, TLC Flicks. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up. They can't just do this to us. Robyn's voice cracked as she screamed. Cody, we have kids. We don't commit crimes. We call this place home. Cody slowly turned to face her, his face expressionless. We called it home. It is now the bank's property. Everything is the bank's property. She cried. You said we were fine. You said TLC money was still coming. He spat out. I thought it was. However, after Christine left, the ratings fell. Janelle ceased her filming. Meri turned to leave. The audience now despises us, Robyn. Robyn's mouth fell open. You think this is my fault? Yes, he said with deadly composure. Cash grew on trees, yet you burned through it like it did. You need this home, nannies, and a way of life that was beyond our means. And I couldn't stop it because I was too blind and anxious to win your approval. 6 months in advance, Cody stood with slouched shoulders and ashamed eyes on the doorstep of Janelle's small rental. With her arms placed across her chest, she carefully opened the door. Softly, I need help, he said. Janelle remained still. I believed you ought to be aware. The home in Flagstaff. 3 months have passed since then. We've done everything we can. Robyn has kept it from me. I was unaware until I came upon the foreclosure documents. You want me to help? Janelle questioned in a forceful, quiet voice. After you allowed Robyn to remove my children from your life? Following your disregard for Garrison until he left. I didn't know what else to do. She slammed the door after saying, then perhaps you should have considered that before making Robyn your entire world. Returning to the current day, the air was heavy with the smell of stale perfume and cardboard. Hunched over on the couch, Robyn gazed at her phone. She was desperately looking for magical fixes on Google, including emergency housing, bankruptcy attorneys, and how to stop foreclosure with no income. Cody was leaning on the island counter, going through a stack of unpaid invoices, including notices of energy disconnections, many credit cards, and past due property taxes. With every sluggish breath, his chest rose and sank. He whispered, You wasted the family's future on fantasy. I gave you my heart, Robyn said in a low voice. Cody's voice broke as he added, and I gave you everything. Janelle was lost. Christine was lost. Meri was lost. My sons passed away. Additionally, I no longer have the last roof over our heads. Day of movement, the gravel driveway was roared into by a moving truck. Furniture was dragged down the front stairs by men wearing gray overalls. Robyn's face was rigid and pale as she looked from the doorway, her arms folded tightly across her breast. Her wedding gown. Her brown family rules, plaque in a frame. Everything was packed up like the remnants of a life that had been forgotten, including the dining table where they had once prayed for unity. Staring at the scuff in the carpet where his leather recliner had been, Cody stood in the deserted corridor. He trailed his fingers along the naked walls as he moved gently through each room without saying anything. They didn't bid farewell. Nothing else could be said. That evening the hotel rooms smelled of melancholy and mildew. The lights were buzzing. Robyn sat on one of the queen mattresses and read tabloid headlines and irate Reddit posts. At the little table beside the window, Cody took a seat. He remained silent. He remained still. He finally whispered, You told me this was forever. Robyn responded, and it can be, in a shaky voice. No, said Cody. I don't think I believe in forever anymore. Meri's breakfast and bed. Meri watched the flames dance while she sat by the fireplace of her Utah bed and breakfast. Her cell rang. The headline of a Google alert said, "Kody Brown is officially evicted. The patriarch of sister wives faces bankruptcy." She grinned to herself. It was because she no longer had to bear the burden, not because he was in pain. Text group Janelle and Christine. Janelle, he's not there. The Flagstaff home was taken by bank. Christine, are you serious? Robyn is blaming everyone but herself, Janelle said. Christine, normal. Janelle, he requested my assistance. Once more. Christine, you dare not. He prepared his bed. Let him sleep in it. Alongside Robyn. Parking lot for motels. With his hands in his coat pockets, Kody ventured out into the darkness. He gazed up at the chilly, far-off stars. He was no longer a husband, a leader, or a provider for the first time in decades. Everything he was a man who had lost it everything. The neon vacancy sign of the motel buzzed in red letters behind him. He didn't turn around. The drapes were drawn. Silence hung thick in the room, and the air was stale. Wearing the same pair of pants and flannel he had on when they left the house, Kody sat cross-legged on the edge of the bed. His face appeared waxy and hollow. His hair was disheveled. Except for notifications from collection agencies, his phone was silent as it sat next to him. Robyn crouched over her laptop across the room. She moved her lips as she went through the press releases from TLC. When she discovered it, buried in a variety piece, her eyes widened. Kody and Robyn Brown will no longer appear on next Sister Wives seasons, according to sources. She closed the laptop with a slam. They cut us, Robyn said. They're acting as though we don't exist. After all of the work we put into that show. Kody silent, we no longer provide ratings. Do you believe they intend to broadcast eviction and bankruptcy during primetime? Robyn. They spent 2 seasons filming Meri sobbing in the driveway. We are owed by them. Kody, Robyn, no. We have a debt. Everyone. The attempt by Robyn to fight back. Sitting in the dimly lit lobby of the motel, Robyn wore a Bluetooth headphone in her ear. The voice of her lawyer reverberated through the small speaker. The lawyer phoned, the network cannot be sued for emotional abandonment. Robyn, that's not a legal term. Robyn. However, they assured us of stability. They assured us that we would always be a part of the story. This is terrible for our children. Lawyer, you're being completely cut out now. Robyn, I would prioritize damage control over lawsuit. She buried her head in her hands and tore off the headphones. Kody goes to Meri. Kody drove alone to Utah that night. He parked in front of Meri's renovated family bed and breakfast, Lizzie's Heritage Inn. He gazed at the inviting warm windows as though they were a glimpse into a bygone era before everything collapsed. He rapped. Wearing a hoodie and leggings, Meri held a mug of tea as she carefully opened the door. As soon as she spotted him, her eyebrows raised. Meri said, You're not staying here. Kody, I'd rather not fight. All I need is a bed for 1 or 2 nights. I must think. There is nothing left for me. Meri took a sip of her tea. That's not my problem anymore. I gave you so much, said Kody. Meri firm no. You took it. You continued to take until I was completely gone. Robyn was your choice. Again and again. She is now your refuge. Not me. Slowly, she closed the door. Kody shivered in the arid night as he stood outside for a while. Christine and Janelle rise. Christine and Janelle, meantime, were discreetly creating something larger, Resilient Sisters, a new internet brand. It combined elements of empowerment, lifestyle, and the truth bomb from behind the scenes. A candid broadcast was captured by Janelle. Janelle, to camera, people frequently inquire as to whether we feel sorry for Kody and Robyn's situation. The fact is, we're disappointed that he didn't pay attention. It's unfortunate that he allowed Robyn to keep him apart from the others. It's sad that he lost sight of what true cooperation looked like. Christine participated by video. Christine. He lost more than simply his home. His family was lost. And we didn't do that. That belonged to him. In a matter of hours, the video went viral. Comments poured in by the thousands. The real ones were always Christine and Janelle. Robyn used manipulation to destroy him. We needed this redemption arc. Dayton Brown disclosed Robyn's eldest son, Dayton, shared a TikTok video in a startling turn of events. His tone was solemn, the camera unsteady. "Dayton, out of respect, I have not spoken. However, I must speak up after witnessing my mother go into a downward spiral and bring us down with her." He hesitated. Dayton continued in her chess game with Kody. "She used my siblings and me like pawns. She believed that the show would always provide the money she needed for a large home and a lavish lifestyle. We're couch surfers and broke right now, and she's blaming everyone but herself." Dayton last statement, "I loved Kody as if he were my own father. However, I witnessed how phony it all got. Unity was never the goal here. It has to do with control." The internet took off. The last blow from TLC the following day. TLC issued an official statement. "Our plot involving Kody and Robyn Brown is now complete. Christine, Janelle, and the adult children will be at the center of the upcoming season, which will emphasize growth, resilience, and reconciliation." Kody listened in startled silence as he read the words. It went beyond simple rejection. Erasure was the term. Returning to the motel, Robyn's eyes were blurry as she sat curled up on the motel bed. In the adjacent room, the children were fast sleeping. Kody stood near the window, the neon sign outside barely illuminating his face. "Kody, they interrupted us. Dayton even betrayed you." The numb Robyn, "I gave everything for this. Kody, and now we're empty." After a long, heavy pause, he turned to face her. Kody's last remarks. "Robyn, you destroyed the family. I also gave you permission." The last montage holding hands. Janelle and Christine stroll alongside admirers at the Resilient Sisters, escaping the spiral book signing. Meri smiles at the camera crew as she flips over the no vacancy sign at her bed and breakfast. Dayton secretly enrolls in a community college under a different name after deleting his TikTok. At a bus station, Kody is by himself, carrying a single duffel bag. A bus arrives. Without turning around, he boards. "We were supposed to be the chosen ones," Robyn murmurs to herself as she sits by herself in a motel room. And there's more. Kody Brown, star of Sister Wives, allegedly blamed one individual for his 4 wives' frequent financial difficulties. Their resources were stretched to support 18 children and several houses. Christine filed for bankruptcy in 2010, while Kody and Meri Brown did so in 2005. There was never enough money since there were so many mouths to feed. Significant costs resulted from the family's 2018 relocation to Arizona, including the $820,000 purchase of Coyote Pass land that was left undeveloped because of family and financial conflicts. Their financial difficulties were exacerbated by medical expenses, failed businesses, and large mortgage payments. Kody blamed his ex-second wife, Janelle Brown, who was in charge of the bookkeeping, for their financial difficulties during Sister Wives Season 19. Despite earning money from their appearances on Sister Wives and other reality TV shows, the Brown family continued to struggle financially. Janelle accused Kody of misusing family money, claiming that he and Robyn put extravagant spending, such as on a $1.6 million house and fancy cars, ahead of group objectives. Kody frequently discussed how he would have to pay for an entire fleet of vehicles. Everything was made worse by the high mortgage payments on several residences and the legal bills associated with their support for polygamy. The family's financial difficulties continued, as evidenced by family declarations and public records that showed continuous difficulties juggling their lavish lifestyle with meager means. They frequently attempted to launch new companies, such as a jewelry store, but none of their numerous endeavors were particularly successful. In an interview with the Authentic Society podcast on YouTube, Maddie Brush, the daughter of Kody and Janelle, talked candidly about her family's financial circumstances as a child. In a recent Sister Wives Season 19 Tell All special, Kody attributed a large portion of their financial difficulties to Janelle. Janelle used to handle the family's bookkeeping before she and Kody split up in 2022 after 29 years of marriage. The other Sister Wives said that Kody had them all think that Janelle was in charge of the family's finances. Janelle maintains that she was only doing the bookkeeping. The Browns finally received financial relief with the recent sale of their land near Coyote Pass. The Sun claims that the Browns purchased the home in 2018 for $820,000 and sold it to a new bidder for $1.5 million. Kody, Robyn, Janelle, and Meri will divide the earnings. None of the money will go to Christine. After leaving the marriage in 2021, the Sister Wives Season 19 star surrendered her rights to Kody. Since the premiere of Sister Wives in 2010, Kody Brown's relationship with Meri, his first wife, has continuously garnered significant attention. They had been married since 1990, but as time went on, their relationship became strained, resulting in poor communication and emotional isolation. She continued to make subtle jabs at her ex-husband even after divorcing Kody in Season 18. It's evident that certain scars take longer to heal after Meri apparently made a subtle jab at her ex recently. According to Parade magazine, Meri shared a video and a strong text emphasizing emotional clarity and self-worth in an emotional Instagram post that revealed her thoughts on partnerships. Meri started, "I'm not saying anyone owes me anything, and I'm not asking for perfection. I'm just saying, if you're really interested, come with purpose," she went on. "Tell me you appreciate me. I have something to contribute, and I'll give it my all once I feel appreciated." After considering her present perspective, Meri concluded, "I have a beautiful life, one that I've built intentionally." She continued by outlining her expectations. "I'm not looking for someone to complete me, but someone who complements me. I won't chase, I won't force, and I definitely won't settle," Meri stated, drawing a clear line between what she will and won't take. "When the proper person shows up, everything will feel peaceful. There will be laughter, not wondering," she said, offering a compelling outlook on the future. "Not bewilderment, but comfort. Depth rather than games." Under the Instagram video, fans couldn't help but offer Meri their support. One fan said, "I support traditional methods, but you also need to contribute. How will you make him feel wonderful?" One reader said, "I love how you have evolved into the person that you are," while another said, "It's a two-way street. You are absolutely amazing, Meri Brown. I love this for you, Meri," an admirer wrote. "You shouldn't settle for anything less than what you deserve in a partner. Look out, Mr. Right." In the meanwhile, someone else wrote, "Yes, Meri, good for you. Maintain a high standard. You are deserving of everything and more." A supporter said, "You deserve the best in life, especially after what you went through with Kody. She will likely receive a lot of criticism for this, but she is correct," a fan wrote. "This keeps the relationship going, or at least gets it off to a good start." Notably, Meri also dispelled a long-running rumor regarding the beginnings of Kody and Robyn Brown's relationship in the Sister Wives one-on-one Season 19 special. According to Today, Meri promptly corrected the record when anchor Sukanya Krishnan asked her whether she had any regrets about introducing Robyn to Kody. She strongly asserted, "I didn't introduce Robyn to Kody. You didn't." Krishnan inquired, obviously taken aback. "No," Meri clarified. "I introduced them, and now there's this whole huge thing going on Twitter. I didn't present them." Meri then made it apparent that she didn't want her supporters to hold her responsible for the start of Kody and Robyn's contentious relationship. Everything you need to know about Janelle Brown, star of Sister Wives, and her dating life after Season 19 concluded. After getting married in 1990, Janelle and Kody Brown joined the polygamous family that was highlighted on Sister Wives in 2010. They overcame the difficulties of polygamy on reality TV while raising kids together over the years. They experienced ups and downs in their relationship, which caused their distance to grow. Janelle and Kody's decades-long marriage came to an end when they split in 2021. Over time, Janelle and Kody's relationship experienced numerous difficulties, which were particularly evident up to Sister Wives Season 19. Garrison, the son of Janelle and Kody, passed away tragically in March 2024 at the age of 25. Janelle and Kody's relationship was severely affected by Garrison's untimely death, which revealed underlying conflicts and emotional detachment. Since then, Janelle has publicly embraced her freedom while concentrating on self-discovery and rehabilitation. This new chapter is reflected in her dating life, as she navigates grief and rebuilds her identity after the loss while pursuing happiness on her own terms. In June 2025, Janelle openly addressed suspicions about her sexual orientation by declaring unequivocally that she is a very sexual being and, "I promise you, I'm not asexual." She made it clear that her refusal to be married again after splitting from Kody in 2022 is not a sign that she lacks sexual desire. Janelle talked about how people thought she was asexual just because she refused assembly line kisses with Cody at the Sister Wives one-on-one reunion. She brushed these presumptions aside as so wild, highlighting the difficult impulses that come with feeling sexual and unattached. Janelle, who has 6 children with Cody, acknowledged that being a single woman causes her hormones to be hell. Near April 2024, Janelle paid $289,000 for 156.4 acres of land near Chocowinity, North Carolina, so that she and her daughter Madison and son-in-law Caleb Brush could co-found Tata Farms. The flower farm business, which was granted a license in March 2024, is a reflection of Janelle's goal to create a haven based on family values and the natural world. The Latin word Tata, which means torch or pine wood used in rituals and represents cohesion and warmth, is where the farm's name originates. Janelle has found a position that fits her image as a green thumb and her lifelong love of gardening. She is regarded as the planner and dreamer who imagines paths lined with flowers. Regretfully, Tata Farms is still having difficulties because of wetlands-related permit delays. While waiting for approval for full development, Janelle said that the team has modified plans and is now beginning smaller-scale cultivation in a backyard plot on Maddie and Caleb's property. In North Carolina, Janelle is constructing her ideal new home next to the farm. Since she and Cody parted ways, this is her first independent home. The house is a significant step in her quest for independence and self-expression, and it was designed without any Victorian or purple accents. Although Janelle has made it clear that she has no interest in getting married again very soon, she isn't ruling it out entirely. "I have a suspicion that if there is another person in the future, that will be a factor," she said. Her present priorities are still enjoying life on her own terms and growing personally. After her breakup, the Sister Wives star addressed rumors about her sexual orientation, saying it was so wild that many thought she was asexual. "Just trust that I am not," she explained. "I'm a very earthed mama and a very sexual creature." She reiterated that her lack of interest in dating does not indicate a lack of desire by saying, "I'm a Taurus, and I'm a very earthed mama." Since Sister Wives Season 19, Janelle Brown has made it apparent that she is not in a relationship at the moment. She made it clear that she had no interest in getting married again or searching for love. Since her breakup with Cody, Janelle has shown no signs of wanting to get back into a romantic relationship and instead seems content to enjoy her freedom as of mid-2025. In February 2025, Janelle talked candidly about her post-divorce state of mind on the Sibling Revelry podcast. She underlined how much she loves her current way of life and disclosed that she feels done with dating and marriage. "I love my single life," Janelle said, demonstrating that she finds strength and independence in living her life as she sees fit. Janelle clarified that although she hasn't ruled out love entirely, she would be willing to explore it if the right person entered her life. She emphasized, though, that finding someone is not her objective. She is instead concentrating on her family, her own development, and living a calm, drama-free existence that is very different from her polygamous past. Despite their split, Cody has acknowledged that he still hopes to get back together with Janelle. He has stated in interviews that he still loves her and hopes to reestablish their relationship. He acknowledged that their breakup had been unpleasant and called the emotional distance embarrassing, indicating that he has not completely let go of their previous connection. Cody confessed on Sister Wives Season 19 that he frequently feels as though he is pleading with Janelle for a more committed relationship. He lamented that it hurts worse every time she draws away. Cody appears to be struggling with the emotional reality of her independence and his inability to reestablish their relationship on her terms, despite the fact that their dynamic has changed significantly. Additionally, Cody has expressed unease with Janelle's romantic independence since their split. He has said that he feels punished by her refusal to reconcile. Cody seems to be torn between wanting to keep in touch and accepting that the Sister Wives actress isn't interested in rekindling their relationship, even if Janelle has obviously moved on emotionally. Star of Sister Wives Season 19 for 29 years, Janelle Brown was wed to Cody Brown, a polygamous patriarch. The popular unscripted series followed Cody and his 4 wives' polygamous lifestyle from its 2010 premiere. On January 20th, 1993, Janelle, Cody's second wife, married him spiritually. He was already married to Meri Brown at the time, and before everything was said and done, he would marry Christine Brown and Robyn Brown. Together, Janelle and Cody had 6 children, but in 2024, their son Garrison Brown passed very unexpectedly. One of the primary providers for the Brown family, Janelle was a businesswoman with a bachelor's degree in accounting. The Sister Wives season 19 star, who is well known for being independent and carefree, was previously married to Meri's brother. After over 3 decades together, Janelle and Cody parted ways in December 2022. She declared a detox plan in 2025 to concentrate on her physical, mental, and spiritual health, moving to North Carolina to be close to her daughter Madison. Janelle is still a strong woman who prioritizes her kids and grandkids while adjusting to life after. Let us know in your comments. And stay tuned by subscribing our channel to get more updates like this. Thanks everyone.